the beginning and escalation of the ongoing socio-political crisis rocking the northwest and southwest regions. Youths are mostly affected, and these youths believe that the only way out is through an inclusive dialogue. It is on this light that LifeAid and some youth leaders met in Bamenda on Saturday, June 29, 2019, under the umbrella of the Youth Initiative for Inclusive Dialogue.
We have taken it upon ourselves to mobilize ourselves, sensitize ourselves, and come out massively to let our voices heard and our opinions counted as far as sustainable solution to the Anglophone crisis is concerned. This is a deep-rooted historical crisis, as we all know, and there's no way we can have a sustainable solution without the active participation of young people. Of course, we make up for more than 3/4 of the population. Mentally, physically, we are strong. We are the ones sustaining this crisis in the bushes, be it on the side of the secessionist fighters, be it on the side of the regular army. We young people are the ones sustaining this crisis. If we can do this for all this period, it means we can also sustain a peaceful process and bring sustainable peace. There's no way this can be done without us. Unfortunately, most of the parties and actors, stakeholders who have been intervening, they have taken no concern for us young people. We are well mobilized, and this is just the beginning. This massive turnout is just an indication of what will be happening as the days unfold. We've mobilized ourselves. We're moving on to the divisions, to the subdivisions, and we're putting up the various regional, divisional, and subdivisional coordination units. And this has to go side by side with the forthcoming Anglophone Youth Consultative Conclave, where all the youth representatives and youth leaders from the Northwest, Southwest, in Cameroon and in the diaspora will be gathering together to present a youth position about the crisis. This will lead to the putting in place of an Anglophone youth task force that will follow up the implementation of all the outcomes of our conference. And from there, other practical measures are continuing. And at the various village levels, colleges and schools, we are putting in place youth clubs. And youth clubs will go ahead to mobilize youth leaders, and we as youth leaders within this context, we call ourselves actors for peace. We as actors of peace, we're going to move peace in this country, and there's no way it will not happen.
To the youth leaders, any decision that will lead to the end of the crisis, the voice of the youths should not be minimized, given that youth are the backbone of every society.
Aside all the bloodsheds and everything that is going on ground, we have not had the peace we need. To be able to acquire the peace we need, we are adopting the United Nations Security Council Resolution 2250, which is to the effect that youth should be given an opportunity to go on the table of dialogue, to propagate the dialogue that is needed. Youth should be given an opportunity to have their voices heard in the peace and security process of different countries in the world. African Union adopted the African Union for Peace program, which is to be localized in different African countries. Other countries are already taking steps towards that. The Youth Initiative for Inclusive Dialogue is one of the opportunities through which peace or dialogues towards realizing peace and sustainable peace and security in Cameroon could be realized. We believe that if youths come on the platform of dialogue, we've had different commissions, we've had ad hoc committees talking about multiculturalism, talking about different proposals towards peace, but we are not there yet because the people who form the largest population are not involved. The people who are the victims are not involved. The people who are the perpetrators are not involved. Yes, we have the youths are the ones who are in the bushes, pressing towards the resistance. The youths are the ones who can no longer go to school because they are affected by the same crisis. The gender-based violence and every other thing that is happening is a concern of the UN Security Council. And as such, Cameroon adopting strategies towards including youths in the peace-building process is going to go a long way to give the youths a platform to express their dissatisfaction. If you ask the youths who are seated in the hall, you have people who talk about they are for the separation, there are some who talk about they are for the government, others will talk about they are for federation. But we do not want to know who is for what. We just want an opportunity to have an all-inclusive dialogue where the government is not coming with a mindset, the people who are in the bushes are not coming with a mindset, but everybody is coming to listen to what the other person has and be ready to adopt the most the most neutral platform which is going to work for the interest of all Cameroonians. I think we are all tired of bloodshed. We are tired of the frustrations. We are tired of the impasse at the time. People are dying. If there is no dialogue, I mean inclusive and genuine dialogue, we are just going to have the tension mounting as the days go by. We are going to continue losing resources, losing people. So I think that the United Nations Resolution 2250 is a good step towards bringing peace if Cameroonian youths are ready to get on the field, not considering what their fears are. I think we have to brace the odds to know that our voices will count to bring the lasting peace that is needed in this country.
The youths at the event were challenged to be ambassadors of the Youth Initiative for Inclusive Dialogue in their respective communities. This was done through the signing of Memorandum of Understanding with some youth-led associations.